Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today, I'll be walking you through the process of how I draw a little girl. I've been drawing portraits for a while and had recently incorporated drawing children and people of other ages too. Drawing children is somewhat different to drawing adults as their features are less prominent and we don't have to show too many of the facial contours. It is a good practice, in my opinion, as you get to experience different styles and it trains your observation skills as well. I start off like any other portrait drawing by placing in the guidelines for the eyes, nose, mouth, and other elements using simple shapes. I'm using a 6H pencil here for the guidelines, also known as the searching lines. I'm creating the guidelines first for where I'm to place the eyes, nose, and mouth. Children's faces are a little bit chubby, so I'm making fine lines here to indicate that outline. I'm also indicating the eyebrows and marking where the eyes should be placed. The distance between both eyes ideally should be one eye width apart, just like drawing an adult one. As my reference picture is an oriental girl with almond-shaped eyes, I'm trying to capture that shape here in my preliminary lines. The nose is placed within the width of both eyes. Then I move on to the mouth, making sure that the width is slightly 1/3 of the both of the eyes. I'm not planning on drawing her full outfit, so just a peek of her collar will suffice at this stage. Here I'm blocking in the shape of her hair, just simple geometrical lines for now to get the overall shape of it before adding in the details. Oftentimes, we want to go into the details, but it is best that we start with giving it an overall parameter before working on the finer parts of it, as it will be much easier when we know the borders of the area we are supposed to work within. Now, I'm using a B pencil to darken the details once I feel confident with my first sketch. I'm emphasizing the light lines that I had earlier sketched to give it a prominent appearance of where things are supposed to be. To make the sketch look cleaner, I'm using a kneaded eraser to remove the fine sketch lines. I'm not afraid of it being completely erased as I had already made my sketch with a B pencil, so that will serve as my new guideline when I add the finishing touches. See? Now you don't see the first rough sketch lines and I'm left with the lines that I had made earlier with my B pencil. It looks cleaner, isn't it? Now I'm using a 2B mechanical pencil to draw over. I usually alternate between a 0.5 and 0.3, depending on which area I'm doing and what I'm doing. Usually, if I use a 0.3, I want to make finer lines, for example, the details of the iris, maybe the lip area that I want to lightly shade. And also maybe some baby flyaway hairs. I'm using a 3H pencil here to achieve that slight shadow in the eye area as the lead is not that sharp and it has a tapered surface for me to lightly color it. But then yeah, it also depends. Sometimes I alternate between either a H or a 9H depending on the type of shadow I'm going for. I'm using an 8B pencil to sharpen the areas that I want to draw attention to. In this case, it is the eyes. For the iris and parts of her pupil, I'm also using the same 8B pencil. It looks a bit dark and weird at this stage, but eventually it will all come together nicely at the end. Same for the nostrils, and for the opening of the mouth, I'm using the same 8B pencil. Whenever I want to emphasize a focus area, I will use a darker pencil to draw attention of the viewer. Switching back to a 2B mechanical pencil, I am doing the details of the hair. Instead of just drawing a straight line, I use jagged and uneven lines to show the strands of the hair. This method makes it look more natural and pleasing overall. What I'm doing now is marking the areas of the hair where the shadow are the darkest by using simple hatching lines. I found this way is much neater to do in comparisons to just fully color it in. For the lips, I'm also using hatching lines and following the contours of the lips. This gives it a 3D look instead of a flat one, as the shading is following the planes of the lips. I'm using a blending stump to lightly color in the shadows below her lips, as well as her nose. Once again, taking note not to make the features too prominent, as considering the ethnicity of the reference picture model. Here, I'm using a 3H pencil to lightly mark in the shadows and alternating with my 2B mechanical pencil for features that I feel require a more precise emphasis, such as the eyelashes and tear ducts. This is entirely up to your preference on how you would like to approach this. As for me, I'm going with my intuition. There is really no right or wrong when it comes to following how you feel about a certain thing. So just trust your approach and go with it. The results of your experiment can only show you if it is something that you would like to keep as part of your process or not. I use a stump to get the shadows. You can also use a piece of tissue or the tip of your finger for this effect. However, I found that by using a stump, it gives a more accurate representation of what I want to achieve. I'm doing the details for the iris with my mechanical pencil and going over the upper lids with an 8B pencil for more prominent shadows and focus of attention. Then using the same pencil, I'm drawing in the areas where I want to frame the area of focus, and with that, I've completed my sketch of a little girl. I hope this video has been helpful. I will leave the link to my Pinterest board if you would like to give this a try. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye!